Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we have a banger for you. I am playing the Teamer Worldsoul Rage Pile Combo Slow Gurk style deck. That's the best way you can explain this deck. If you've played it before, you know what I'm talking about. But we're playing what I like to think is a cooler list than what the other ones are doing. I don't really like how the 68 card version plays. Personally, like, it might be good, it might be bad. I don't really know. I just don't like the way it plays, playing the extra 8 cards to make sure that you fit a ton of lands in. It's just like custom cards at the end of the day. Maybe you can't. I'm not entirely sure. But what I like to do is play Chandra, Hopeful Beacon. This card right here. I know my webcam's a little in the way, but it's 6 mana. It has a lot of cool modes on it. Basically, the doubling mode is what we're really here for. And the reason this works so well, so we actually have a game where it happens, but we get to use Worldsoul's Rage and then double use it and shoot our opponent for a ton, making a lot of mana with Nissa, and then doing it again potentially. So outside of that, we're going to go ahead and hop into the game. I will say these were my first couple of games playing with the deck. So maybe not the most efficient thing of all time. And you'll kind of see, like, I kind of get a little bit better at playing it and piloting as it goes on. But I think my thoughts at the end of the video explain really well how I was kind of feeling as I was playing. It's definitely a lot better if you have more experience with the deck. But other than that, let's just go ahead and hop in the game. Oh, I get to pick right away? Don't have to talk about that hand, right? That's just like a snap mulligan. Yeah, basic green. Or blue. I know Dewara. Really isn't viable. With this hand, I keep, and I'm going to send the mountain back. My opponent also mulligans. Lead off the forest. Honestly, trying to grow Slow Gurk off this Riveteer. Overlook if I can. Mountain pass. We might need to use Beseiju. We could use Beseiju regardless, because of the fact that, like, Slow Gurk will get value. Honestly, why not? If they remove Slow Gurk later, we're good. And Esper generally actually doesn't have a lot of, like, basics. This is truly like the Esper kind of mid-range pile. So realistically, they could be fishing out their only basic. Not entirely sure, but why not? We get Slow Gurk down. We're going to go find an island if one of these allows me to, and the Broker's Hideout does. So I'm going to slide it over to the right so I don't mess it up. If you watch me long enough, I'll say the plan I want, and then I'll mess it up. But we have Pilfer in the main board, so I lose my memory delusion anyway. They miss a land. That's sick. You know, figure this stuff. We go grab another island, of course. We'll probably have to grab a mountain here in case we draw a Chandra at some point. We'll hit for 4. We'll pass. No reason to play this other Slow Gurk. I wish I drew anything else. They find land. Field of Ruin is important to know, because now we know that blowing up their land with something like Beseiju is just not going to work very well. Mountain, but I drew another mountain, so I'm just gonna grab another forest instead. For more, I guess. They are missing land. They might find one here. If they blow up Slow Gurk, they get to grab 3 lands back, plus be able to Beseiju their Phyrexian Arena. They go get a basic, which does suck, but could be on like 5. Oh, there's just Orzhov, huh? The rest too in the main board. Remember what I said last time? Nobody hurt this fella, and they hurt him bad. They're just playing main board like discard spells, and it's just crazy. Slow Gurk dies here. Is it a leave the battlefield trigger? It is, so even if they exile it, I still get my stuff. Sure. Egger Markov. Grab these back. Thank you. I can go too. I know I could use Slow Gurk, but I have plenty to kind of grow it here. Very cool. Slow Gurky. Do a little more thinning if I can. And grow this, I suppose. Another forest. Why not? I thought about playing the mountain so I'd have Odawara available because this is a legendary, but not entirely sure if that matters too much. Field of Ruins looking a little silly. They march me again. I suppose. Fun. I'll just start blowing up all their lands at this point. Make their mana as hard as possible, especially when they have 2 Field of Ruins in play. Although, it's probably not going to matter too much. 4, 5, 6. Play our 7th land, and now we have Memory Deluge available. Let's slowly get there. But again, none of this like really matters that much once we find kind of the cannon card. This is the perfect matchup for it. Like a lifelinker. I got nothing else going on. I'll Memory Deluge. Oh. Memory Deluge, light up the night. 1, 2, and 3. Is +1. So I should only have to pay 2 into this. Or I should only have to pay 1 into this. Deals X damage to any target. It deals X +1 instead if the target is a creature or planeswalker. Okay. I overpaid, but I'm on a Memory Deluge now anyway. And because I'm stupid. Or I could just Odawara bounce, I suppose. I'll probably just do that. Or I don't even have to do anything. I'll just mess up and lose the mana. I don't really care. Stake on my end, but I was like screwing up the mana. Not a thing I should do, but a thing I did do. Look at them. Look at all these. They're so ready. Alright, we need Chandra plus Kanan. What? Ooh. Fun. We just can't go face. How much damage is it? 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 damage. I have 1 black mana available. Very cool. I will Odawara this Phyrexian Arena back to their hand, though. That's non-negotiable. Here. We will make a blue. Huh? Okay, thank you. Go figure again. I'm gonna make a red here. Just see if I want to just remove everything on this board. Sure. Red. The combo time? Can I kill him here? I play this. I can't sack it. Or I can sack it. Might be combo time. Depends how many lands I got. I have not a lot. Okay. Never mind. It's not combo time. I lied to you. I lied to you all. Pick that up. I actually don't care about this, I think. I kind of care, but I don't care at the same time. I play this. And then next turn I combo them. Deal 3 cards. Sure. Then, like I said, next turn I play land, make a mana, or play land, make a mana, make a mana. Stack this, make a mana off of all of these in there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe off of that alone. So Light of the Night should be enough to drill them. Phyrexian Arena, sure. Should be enough. They attack. Especially considering I'm going to do it post-combat. They could have Emperor, I suppose. So maybe I shouldn't do that post-combat. Let's do this. Red. I'll sack. Go. We'll look. Also, I'll probably be able to Aftermath twice. Because it'll probably hit. It could hit Anissa, but if it hits another Aftermath, it's just over. Oh, and I'm the one comboing. So we're at least going to get one more out of the deck, that seems. Red. Then go activate here, which will actually net mana. I would like to keep the untapped one. Thank you. Where's red on my wheel? Red, 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 red. Land, red. Land. Red. I think it's also seemingly going to work out perfectly, by the way. I should have paid a little bit more attention to what basics I had, but man, there's so many basics in this deck, it's just hard to do so. Need to try to strike for 16. Yeah, fine here. I'm not even counting. Oh, wait. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I'm going to pass. So if that's an emperor, I'm making them exile their own creature. I'm not attacking, giving them an exile from me. Well, counter spells aren't important. I know that much. Field of the Air is not good. And the festivities are not good. Tranquil Frillback, you could argue, is fine. This is probably not good. Turniers are kind of whatever. Play Soren, so assault. I guess it's just negates, huh? Yeah. Old time's probably bad. Realistically, I can't play 61 cards too. They're gonna have graveyard hate though. I do play that. If that's the case, I'm gonna actually bring these in because they could play graveyard hate. I'm gonna trim here because I don't think these are necessarily gonna be that important. I'm gonna trim here as well. And I will kind of just hedge my bets on just ponder firing the cannon against them. They're gonna be a little bit slower, and Slowgurk's obviously gonna have less value if that's the case as well. So I'm gonna rock this. A little bit weird to kind of just like go completely back on what our normal game plan would be, but realistically against Orzhov we should have kind of all the time in the world. It does look like they have a lot of life gain because they have to support a Phyrexian arena, but realistically we are perfectly fine with that. No negate mana available. No Slurgo. No sort of keeping though. We play an absurd amount of lands. We play 29. There's 26 left in the deck. So we have a pretty good chance of drawing it. Play this one. They do play Field of Ruins and stuff. So, best draw is Basic Island. Still for me, dude. Unlicensed Hearse. Yep. Hey. Here we go. Honestly, I should probably switch my basics. Some of these kind of mismatch. Or like match together too well. It's normally fine if you have a couple of basics, but... I guess. I'm gonna lose that. I can whip it. Whip it real good. Although it doesn't like really matter though, I don't think too much. Again, we're kind of going for that plan of just being able to fire the cannons off. Not like too opposed to kind of doing stuff here. It does get big though. That's something to worry about. Is an auto going to pass? It is. Sweet. Well, I made a copy of it, so that's pretty dope. If you're unsure why I got to automatically make a copy, it's not even because of the timeout per se. Echoing Deeps is a land drop, which is normally uninteractable with, right? So I made a land drop immediately, and this automatically comes into the battlefield, and because it enters the battlefield as a copy of something, there's no point for them to interact. They should have exiled it on their turn or on my upkeep or something, but looks like they're going to Field of Ruin it again, which is fine. Maybe not. Maybe not. I can put something in the way of this, like Slowgurk, and that'd be fine. Slowgurky. A slow turkey, if you would. Big forest, plains, or island. I'm okay with this getting eaten by the unlicensed hearse. It'll be alright. Yeah, alright. Exile it. You have a way to remove my slow Gurk? Sure. Ooh. Please. I'm clicking island as fast as I can. I got a little clicker. I'm so fast. Oh, come on, opponent. Let my turn in, please. Say, if my time's sticking for this, I'm gonna be so mad. We were tied just a moment ago, and the last 2 turns they've dropped 2-ish minutes below me. That's pretty cool. There's a Soren.
Under my wish, neither vampire nor human. You deal with this annoyance.
X lands. Sure. But realistically, it doesn't even matter that much. I can't just shoot this and put lands from my hand, and I can shoot this down. Ah, because of you. You're the problem. It's you. You be the problem. Sick. I can do this for 3. And they'll have to use whip to exile. No, they don't. I'm lying. How does this work? Whenever it dies, return to the battlefield transformed. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 1 more black vampire with lifelink. Put a bloodline counter on it. Then if there are 3 or more bloodline counter on it, remove it and transform it back. Okay. I can only deal 3 anyway. We're gonna do this regardless. Get rid of this and then put my 3 lands into play. Yep. There we go. Four more lands in your graveyard and you both, yeah. I guess with graveyard hate, this card doesn't make a lot of sense, huh? Guess I'm a big stoopy boy. I'll hold. This does get to just like body block this here. I'm just looking for a Chandra though. Chandra would be pretty sick. Never mind. I'm dead.
I've made it just in time.
Hey, no.
You're coming with me.
Honestly, this is like one of the weird things where you kind of like have to play this game out because your opponent's normally played so slow. You're able to just actually sit here and play. I'm gonna put this in the way. Slow Gurk will come back. Got him. Look how cute he is. Back. You can exile anything from my yard. You can exile your own yard. I'm not exiling both. Does pick 2. Pretty sure. Yeah. Why not? I do both, sir. Make that whip real big. Get 2/2 even. You're gonna demo field me? Then flicker my slow Gurk after? Fair enough. Yeah. Am I echoing deep? No. Opponent. Game accent. I'll be here a while. Lock it in. Sit down. Have a time. This is like my only problem about best of 3. Honestly, when it comes to the recording side, I will put this land back in my hand. Maybe. Sure. The only one I could target. That's fine. It has reach. I could have blocked here. I'm stupid. Don't worry about it. It's fine. This card has reach for some reason.
My will is steel.
I have all basics in play. Nice field ruins. Bathy. Oh.
Have a nice trip.
God, they're so good. They are so good. That it? Figured out lethal chat. Oh no! I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out. Not me, not me. Nope. Alright, we're in. Ready to go. Hopefully we can figure this out. I'll be on to play, thank you. Honestly worth. Chandra alone might just be nuts enough. I could get the rest, but who knows. But I'm gonna just make land drops. I'm gonna make land drops and be a happy boy about it. Especially with that draw. That draw's sick. Not really reading these right now. Not gonna lie to you. I have a mountain. I'm gonna hold Nissa though. I'm gonna play like a mountain and just hold this. There's no reason to go crazy about it. Play mountain, pass. I much rather play it this turn coming up and then play this to make mana. And find another copy because Nissa can really only hit itself. Phyrexian Arena. Don't like Bosageing this that much because it does ramp them, but also them drawing extra cards is going to be so much worse. Them drawing cards is significantly worse than them getting ramped. All right, we have the play. All right, so will you survive one turn? So I can play my Chandra early. Could have honestly still just played one of these and got another Nissa. Big Punterino. Egger, sure. I might even take a turn off and just like shoot the Egger down. Are they gonna have Spell Pierce here? I doubt it. Either it's a trigger. Red. Back, go get a land. Also trigger Nissa. Another red. We said we're gonna get Nissa out of it. Or fire off this Chandra here. Then
Burn Phyrexia to ash.
2, 3, 4. Here and here. And I almost made a mistake, and I almost attacked with my Nissa, but I should not. Bonus points if you find out why. It has to do with the Restless Fortress, chat. Restless Fortress could come in and kill my Chandra. Would be too good. You have an answer for Chandra. Were you prepared for it? If you were, that's kind of crazy to me. But like, I respect it. Always be ready. If I get through this turn, I want to say they're dead. Could be wrong. We have a land enter, we make a mana. We have a land enter, make a mana. We make 2 mana. Then we have rate. Oh! You're so smart. Sucks. I didn't do it. Other me. I did. Nope. You're not catching. Not catching me slipping. No, sir. I will not do it. Red. 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 I did nothing.
Stopping tyrants like you is kind of my thing.
Yeah, we'll do this. Bonk and bonk. Then actually allows me to attack with Nissa here and put him closer. And now this crewing up and attacking here actually doesn't kill my Chandra. Got a lot of things going right. Do you have another Shieldred's Edict? You have another Shieldred. I mean, that's pretty good. But we will be winning the game here, opponent. Plus 2, unless you have an edict, but this would be like a weird thing to let me get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It looks like it's exactsies. This one. I'm just going to copy that, making it deal exactly 6 again. And outside of that, we're going to put all of our lands in, pull all of our lands out, and even if it wasn't lethal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, as we'll see here. I can do that? That's insane. As you see, I shouldn't do this. I'm doing this strictly for video reasons. But as you can see, we're going to do all this. It's all going to happen, and we're going to make plenty of mana to actually win. So even if you ever find yourself in this spot, and you're like, well, I don't have exactly enough, right? So say they were still at 20, right? And I can only do 6, but I actually have another one of these available. You'll see how much mana we make here in order to fire it off again and remove our opponent from the game. Also, if you don't have one, look how much mana we're getting, like in general. This time, it's going to go off, and I will submit 0. You can see, like, that would have went off again, putting all those lands back in the battlefield. So our Worldsoul's Rage would have gone even higher the next time, and we would have one-shot them from 20. So weird. Play 29 lands, and to have a 1-land opener just seems absurd to me. A 2-land opener is basically the same thing. You do this. I mean, I'm really likely to draw lands, and this is just good, especially with a card like this. What? God, I'm so scared. Nothing. I can't stop this. Is it mono blue like ninjas? It is. Sure. I've got nothing to do. You got it, bro. Yeah. Huh? Like you can just pick a permanent at that point too. This one, I'll mill 3. It's 3 lands, so that's kind of cool. If I ever get to the point that I can actually tap and sack this, that'd be sick. But realistically, I'm big dead at the moment. I feel like it's gonna get hit with a fading hope. Oh, I'm getting glyphed. Sure. Can I do anything about this? Feels like I can't. I probably can't. I could besage you this, I guess. Do I just wait one more turn and just play Nissa? Oh man, it's so bad though. I have a blue mana, dude. Can I find blue mana ever? I just had a game where I lost because I just like never had a blue mana once. Which one says island on it? That one, thank you. We'll go grab it in island. Wow. Much talent. Well, now they're not going to ninjutsu this. That's interesting. But they also tapped out, which kind of tells me like they didn't really have anything to do. And a Mirix feels like the draw for turn because I don't feel like they don't play it last turn. You're just going to activate it for time's sake? No? Okay. Sure. Now I'm really puzzled. Alright, they're playing everything. They're nuts. What's this discover? Discover 3. Ah, dude, it's so good. This ill-time explosion resolves. Godsend. Doesn't resolve. They left up exactly 2 mana, but they can also sacrifice like this, right? They have no reason not to leave up 2. Chandra. Issa. Sure. 6. Everything. The big old everything. What would you have? It's like a weird thing to fading hope. Ah, never mind, you're nuts. What next, dude? This is the most cracked gamer I've ever seen. These seem good. These seem good. This also seems good. This kind of also seems good because life gain against this matchup seems really good. You seem really slow. I never had blue mana for, so I'm just cutting you because you're making me mad. Spelunking seems kind of slow. This seems like it's never gonna really happen. This is like a good removal. I'm doing that. I don't really know what our opponent's on. They're on some crazy stuff, so I'm gonna let them be them. We'll be on the play. Thank you. A barrage handing the gate right away. Very cool. My whole hand's kind of playable. So sick. It's all sorcery speed. Besides this. Sure. You got opponent. It is turn one, big dog. Make a game action. The cool part here. We paid 0. Confirm 0. Pop this. And this needs to grab a green source. First. For 21. We're kind of chilling. There's a siren. Keep a one lander. That'd be so funny. But I doubt it. It was like a weird order to kind of play your stuff in. Not with me, I suppose. Sure. Get them both off the battlefield. Gives them no map targets. So I'm not really that opposed to it. If they put the glyph on the map, I'll just play frill back, kicking it, blowing up the map. And then we'll have a good time that way. Schooner. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna blow up the schooner instead. So I'm still just going. Brother, you kidding me? Reno will try to screw you up. Don't let him. Blow this up. This is how I felt like this deck would probably play more often. Instead, they just kind of did everything last time. Sure. The 4/4, it can also hit me. I'm not blocking. No reason to block whenever this is going to go away anyway. All right. Up here. Have a fading hope. I will counter this. You're not leaving your creature in against me, no sir. And I'll attack. I'm most likely not going to block regardless. Either way they do anything, because then I'll Odawara bounce something if they glyph it. Then they can't really fading hope bounce the Mirrex. They can phase it out, I guess. Something they could do. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. That's a creature on top, and it does tap something. So that's probably got to go, though. Me, this is definitely just... I'm down the race, kind of. As they try to map, pop this, I'm just going to bounce it. Another land. Very cool. That's fine. Also, fine. The uppies. And you're just gonna keep it in your hand? Definitely no attacks here. I'm not going to let you make a Mirrex token and attack through this. And then jutsu that out. That makes no sense to do that. You like to go to combat opponent. Also, like, Frillback's also a creature. They're not really going to want to bounce either, because I can just blow up their other stuff. Okay. Taking a big nap. Taking a big snooze, if you would. There are a couple of cards I'd like to hit here. World's Rage is probably the best card, even though they might have just screwed the interaction, which is kind of annoying. Oh, you're just playing it this time. This is also an enchantment, by the way, that you can't besage you. Because, for whatever reason, it's an enchantment creature. Not entirely sure why. I don't know the lore behind it. What you got, man? Going to let them accelerate. I'm going to blow up the map. They can go get another land if they'd like, but I'm not letting this discover. There's just no way. I'm not allowing that. No way, no how. Yep, exactly as I drew it up. These are my Chandras, and nobody can stop me from having them. This is my tap Frillback, and nobody can stop me from having him. This is loot, right? Like, they're not going to even keep the card. Yeah, I was going to say. This is my Chandra, and nobody can stop me from having him. So, if that's the case, a 0 here. I'm going to remove this one. The reason we remove this one, even though this has flying and I can't really block it, I remove that one because if they do eventually draw a bad card, they can loot with it. Back's still a good blocker, regardless. I would just like to hit my Chandra. Mana, please. Or like anything in my deck. Be so cool. You have ninjutsu? No? Okay. Can't block. I don't need to land. I'm in so much pain, bro. Nope. Go past. Is this also an art? It's an artifact. The Frillback can even blow this up. That's kind of crazy. If they ever decide to bounce it. What was the card they kept in hand? Curious. Ninjutsuing? Draw it now. This makes a treasure. That's not like near as bad, I think. Well, it's a 3/2, so now it feels bad. Now they should probably hold this, right? Oh, maybe they don't want to. I figured they would hold it to tap me down next turn. Oh, golly gee whiz. Red. Will this resolve? Probably not. They've been probably holding this counterspell for a while. No? That's crazy.
Having tyrants like you is kind of my thing.
Yeah. Yes? Yes. No? Yes? No? No, yes? Yes, no? Ah. Timer. What was the point of that? Like, I'm not sure.
Toast.
I might do it. Let's just do it. Why are we waiting so long to either phase it in or phase it out? I played too much best of one, man. The pace is killing me sometimes. Well, that's not going anywhere. It's all out attack on my Chandra. That'd be cool. I'd be proud of you for it. I'm gonna try to wheel with it. I would like to draw something cool. You go all out. It will survive, though. I think. No, it won't. A liar. Big liar, boy. It's already dying, and I have another Chandra. I should probably just do, like, this block, right? Yeah, it seems smart to me. Mr. No Brain Man guy.
There's still hope. Time to light up the darkness.
Do 2 here. Is that worth it? Because I kill this, they make a token, they crew 1 attacks. Yeah, it's worth it, I think. Worry about Chandra later. Or
This is
world,
it. Let's
whatever
go.
it's called later. I have 1, 2, 3 lands in the yard. No lands in hand. Tragic day. Land drop from them. That's very cool. Make a token. Your crew token. Roll back. Gonna have to take the ultimate sacrifice. That's going face. Where are these going? Huh? I can't believe they attacked me with that. I feel like that's crazy. But allowing me to minus Chandra and like clean up the rest, but they can still make a Mirror's token. Not I think it matters, I guess. Hit a spell, 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 spell. Alright, I'll take those. Those seem good. Those seem good. What? 4? Go copy, so I could do it twice. So I have 8. Yeah. I have 8 damage. Do I go face? Can do any target. I think I can kill him, right? I think so. So 4 and 4 is 8. That sets them to 6. I hit for 3. I remove the counters from this because I'll have the mana correct. This will enter twice, and this will make all the mana. I'm pretty sure they're dead here. Pretty sure. Not incredibly positive, but I'm pretty sure they're dead here.
No turning back now.
So I can do these. Here, here, and here. Keep this one, which actually even gives me more mana, which is weird because of the legendary land. Red. We'll just make all the red. Red. We'll go to tutor. We'll go grab a forest. Sure. This will enter. Make a red. We'll get hit for more. Do this and this. Sure. That one. Red. Red. A little more life, you know. More red. Four.
No, this isn't happening.
Chandra, you died to Chandra. Relax. Next. Big bonks. Oh, we got there. We're going to game 3. Mirix can't block. Schooner's tapped. Can you imagine if it untapped a Schooner? That'd be so insane. Uncounterable removal. They took a mulligan before I even saw my hand. Okay. Need to just use these, I guess. Forest or island. Hey, this can still do 1 damage to that. That's pretty sick. That's also a sick card draw. Basic island, swamp, or mountain. Sometimes mess them up, and I get like super nervous about it. Grab a mountain, like that. I meant to grab a forest, but I grabbed a mountain. Whatever. Another ginger brute. Okay. Could probably ripped out an island in case I ripped a 1 of negate. That makes sense to me. That also sucks. Can still deal 1 damage. Grab an island. Or is it a color, right? No, it's flyer. Just pop one of these out of the way. Call it a day. Maybe they won't use this case. It does require 3 mana. Honestly, I hope they like ninjutsu, try to draw a card. No? I don't trust him at all. Actually. I don't trust this one bit. I'm gonna try. Like this? You can phase it out. I'm only scared. No? Okay. What is this guy? Next turn I can sack him and I can start thinning like crazy. If I would have hit another land, that'd have been super cool. But yeah, we're looking pretty good to kind of play this mountain, use this as a blocker, and then sack it during blocks. It looked like they missed. It looked like they're probably going to sacrifice that. What do I do then? I just play mountain and then World's Rage for like 2, hitting them. I'm actually not opposed to that, because then I ramp a ton. I can also just, but then I keep a creature back, right? Yeah, that's World's Rage for 2. I need to start thinning as quickly as possible, and as long as this 1/3's here, it can buy me 1 turn potentially. Spell Pierce, sure. That makes sense. No, but now I can play this land, sacrificing it, and then sacrifice the Analyst if I'm able to, and then rip even more lands out that way. So 1, 2 plus this land will go in the yard. That's a good land to play. General. But these will go. They miss a land drop as well, so I have like kind of all the time in the world. Play number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library. I'm actually just gonna hold that and wait. Could Tidebinder me, I guess, if they ever find a land here. Sure. Yep. I'm gonna pop this. Especially because I might just into the fire board wipe now. I have 1 island, 2 forests, 2 mountain, and I have a forest. I have like a lot of green in play, so I'm just going to grab any other sources that I can. Extra mountains here. Then, what? Another mountain. Then we get to see kind of what we draw here. Could have been Chandra. I kind of want to use this to loot, though. Like, how much more important would a loot be here? But if I mean, it's a draw 3. This could be a mistake. I'm not opposed to thinking it's a mistake. But I think if they start hitting lands, I'm screwed with my hand. I'm gonna look. You can go on top, I guess. Yeah, I'm like much happier about the way that this worked out. Less spelunking. So now a negates up. Forest, mountain, forest, plains. Sure. But negate's not actually available here, but either way. Grab a forest. This comes in untapped. I could World's Rage, but I'd much rather do it next turn because all my lands are coming in untapped. And I can hold up a negate to kind of protect my World's Rage. I'll just do it for slightly smaller. Or I can slam a Chandra and negate whatever they do. Or if they ninjutsu here and they tap out, I'm feeling great. Now this is a treasure though. The Spell Pierce could still be available. Phasing out could still happen. But I mean, just get in here, Chandra. You're fantastic. This is the thing about Best 3 that I love so much. Is like, I mean, this game looks so dire at first. You know? Like, it just did not look close. I kind of want a World's Rage. I think I'm going to. I get to put in 4 lands. I can rip out an island? Sure. I know it's not like maybe the best value, but I need to make sure one of these is an island, by the way. Look, okay. I have an island for my negate. Also, Chandra can do all the digging. If I just send lands out of my library, like, I know I can for sure get something pretty much off my Chandra hit. Forest. I have 1 forest left in the deck. I have no more forests left in the deck. I don't even think I have any more mountains left. I don't think I had any more islands either. The only way that putting those lands into play will do any value. Oh yeah, they had a treasure. My Chandra's dead here. Duh. I completely forgot that that was like an active play that they could do. 5, 6, 7, 8. What in the world is happening? So this is 10. This is 13. I'm gonna give myself a chance here. I knew that was the play. Why did I do that? I should have just. I don't know. Sure. Sure. I could kill these, but like I just don't think it'd do anything. Yeah. Holding up a negate seemed worth it. I mean, I guess. I'm not pumped about this. I took the memory delusions out because I was mad at him. I like never had the blue mana, so I was upset. I cut him out of frustration. But I have 3 Worldsoul rages in there. What a draw. Hey, just a clean draw too. Just a clean 2-lander, you know. Don't worry, they're dangerous. I could have played them. Pretty sure I can't find anything in my deck. So I'm going to use them to rip out Nisses. If that's the case. Sure. I'm in so much danger here. So you're going to crew and attack me, right? Ah, snap. Hey, I can frill back and do like every mode. That's sick. One of these. I don't think there's anything else left in the deck. You have a priority hold though. Seems. Yeah, I have no basics at all. There's Chandra and like kind of a one-shot wonder here. Back, please. Gotta pay for everything. All these. This. Those are gone. I can't believe I messed up that Chandra play earlier, or just like didn't notice it. What? What? So wild to me. Why wouldn't you play the glyph on it? Just get like guaranteed value. I mean, I guess that's more damage, I suppose. Did they die because they did that? It's gonna be so sick. I'm pretty sure they just died. I genuinely cannot believe that. I know I have no more basics. I don't know why I did that. Decline. I'm not even counting. 13. I had no right winning that game, dude. I let my Chandra die and I shot him for a ton. I'm not sure even if there was a way to save Chandra. I could be wrong, but all right, so here we are. Don't cut memory delusions. I was upset with him. I played a match and realized I wasn't recording, and I lost to holding 2 memory delusions because these sack lands that I drew could not get an island, and I only had 1 island in play. So I was never able to get the second blue, and I just sat and watched these melt in my hand. So I was upset. So I cut them in the other game. I thought also they were kind of slow technically. Like I just wanted as much removal as possible. And I left in Chandra's a little bit more just so I can go over the top. Like copying memory deluge doesn't really do anything. But outside of that, the deck's super fun. The deck's super sweet. I'll probably not play this in best of one because I can't imagine it's good in that format because I just don't know how you keep up with certain decks in that format. But in best of 3, where it is a little bit slower, things slow down a little bit. You're actually able to kind of pop off using Worldsoul's Rage and stuff like that a little bit earlier than maybe you would have planned to if you find an extra copy. That's the other thing. This deck is definitely going to benefit. I don't think I spelled that right, but whatever. This deck's definitely going to benefit from somebody that actually puts the time in to learn kind of all the intervals and where you want to be playing what spells and when. I'm kind of like, I just launched the deck, went right into a match, no test games, no nothing. And I just like, yeah, we'll figure it out right here and now. And this is a hard deck to kind of do that. For example, one of the things that if I played this deck more often, more religiously kind of thing, I would know how many basics of each. Like, yeah, it's 6, 5, and 3. But my brain being like, did I mill any basics over? If I did, I'm counting there. I'm counting out here. Doing other things like that. And trying to figure out which basics I have in the deck, which ones I don't. What other lands do I have? Like, do I have hideouts in the deck? Which one does this get? This is a Bant one. I know that one, weirdly enough. But, like, Maestros, Grixis. I just know all these based off their name. This is Naya, I think? Could be Naya, right? Mountain, Forest, and Plains. I know them off their name, like, when I see them. But I can't, when this is in the deck and I haven't seen it yet, I don't know which basics this gets. You know what I'm saying? When I see them, I actually can figure it out or, like, read them, obviously. But knowing which ones to grab with which lands, like, now a thing I would change is I would probably rip out more islands more often than the other mana. I was always trying to make sure I had, like, extra red or extra green, but a lot of times we're just tapping out regardless. You're tapping out way more often than you would think you would. And the only reason you're not tapping out is because you're still tapping out. You're just willing to pay 3 mana for, like, the counter spells. So in those cases like that, like, I would get the islands out of the deck early and then have a red or a green to like both red and a green to function on for the rest of the game with those. And just make sure you get your islands ready for your memory delusions and, like, your Ill-Time Explosion or your Slowgurk anyway. That is. And then you go to the sideboard. Sideboard is definitely interesting. I love the sideboard. I think it's really cool. I love the turn the earth, by the way, to not get milled out or, like, mill ourselves out. We can put cards back in our library. For example, if we get to the point that we're, like, getting Jace milled, we can actually get completely milled out, turn the earth our cards back in because turn the earth has flashback. And because our opponent puts so many lands in our yard, we can then probably Worldsoul's Rage and fire the cannon off against them or pull up a Light Up the Night, which technically does more damage. It just doesn't have extra lands. But if we do have a thing where we have one of these in hand, we have a Nissa in play, and they mill us for the last 30 because those decks will do that. We have this turn the earth to put the World's Rage back in. And then also, like, a Light Up the Night or something. So we have 2 just massive damage dealing cards to play. Also, like, putting Liers in and stuff like that to play them from the yard. It's actually really sweet. Outside of that, I really hope you all enjoyed. I had a wonderful time playing the deck. I personally do not like the 68 card version. I feel like it's weird. I get it. I just don't like it. So the one that's like 4 Slowgurk and doing all that nonsense. I think it's a lot to, like, pull off. And then I think the one I saw was Jace milling people, where they would make so much mana, play Jace, mill them for 15, Oduar the Jace back to hand, pick up Slowgurk, put the Oduar back in their hand, play Jace again, mill them, Oduar the Jace back to their hand, and they would just do that over again and try to mill them. It's like up to 45 is pretty much where you need to be able to hit at the end if you want to mill them for sure. Outside of that, like, deck is sweet. Any deck that I get to play Chandra, Ill-Time Explosion, and Worldsoul's Rage, big poggers for me. But outside of that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm going to catch you all later in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.